welcome to my channel. Today I'm Tara with Pieces of Tara Artistry. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be doing a deconstructed bloom today, a large one. So this is a 15 by 30 canvas. I did flood it with my pillow paint, the PPG MULTIPRO. And now my colors that I'm using today are the Golden Fluids ANTHRIQUINONE Blue, the new TLP colors, PREHNITE, which is gorgeous, and WATERFALL. Both of them are brand new colors with TLP. And then I did use the Interference Pinot Gris, which is the TLP Pinot Gris, and the PEBEO Interference Blue Black. So I really love how all of these paints look together when they're blown out. So that's what I ended up doing here. And then I used the cell activator of Lamp Black by Amsterdam. It is mixed 3 parts paint to 1 part Australian Floetrol. So that's what I like to use. Some people like their cell activators to be thicker, like a 2-to-1. I think with the Shelee course, I think she uses a 2-to-1, but with the ingredients that I use, I think the 3-to-1 works better. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the Shelee e-course, go ahead and check that out. She just revamped the whole thing. It is a fantastic course. It really does help you to achieve these beautiful results on the blooms. And it also gives you access to the Facebook group, which is awesome. It gives you, there are so many helpful people in there. The moderators are awesome. Any questions or things that you may have, there's just a wealth of information in there. So if you would like to take that course, I do have a 15% off coupon code in the description box, so check that out. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna do 3 blooms and all in a row. And so one thing you want to be really careful about, and one thing that I've kind of been noticing with my own blowouts lately, is that you want to be really careful with the way that you are holding the hair dryer as you're blowing out, especially if you're using one of these diverters like I am, or the diffuser on the end, because it will very easily dig into your pillow. And I use mine on low cool, so I tend to get pretty close to the paint. So just be really aware that you're not digging straight down into your pillow. And you can see there's on that right side, I did that. I dug into the pillow with my paint, and so you just see the cell activator over the white cells, and that's basically, I just dug too far into the pillow, which I don't hate that look. I think it actually looks really cool once it's stretched out. But yeah, I just wanted you to be aware of that. Just be something to be careful of. Don't hold your hair dryer straight up and down. Make sure that you're skimming the cell activator over the colors. See, like that one, so that and you're not digging straight down. So yeah, you see there that I actually blew nicely, but didn't get the cell activator, grab it. So just be aware of that, something to be thinking about. Okay, another thing that I did not do on this one, which I wish I had done, is, in which I normally do, is I normally take my paint all the way to the edges of my canvas, so that when I start tilting, it doesn't roll over itself. So another thing to think about. So, okay, so I'm gonna finish basically blow drying here, kind of pulling some of this paint towards the edges. One thing that I do want to apologize about is the quality of this video is not great. I couldn't really see my screen for my when I was recording, so I couldn't tell that it wasn't, the canvas wasn't in the whole shot, and then I was trying to do it more lengthwise so that if I wanted to do an Instagram video off the same video, I could. But I'm going to have to figure something else out. So just so you know, I am very sorry that this video is not great, but you get the idea. I really hope that you guys, can learn something from this one. I have found that with deconstructed blooms, you have to be really patient with them, because you want to keep your composition looking nice, and not get too much paint off to start with so that you're left with bare weird edges and corners, but also you don't want your cells to get all crazy wonky either. At least I don't. You guys may not mind it, but I'm just not a big fan of wonky cells, which I don't know why. I choose to like the deconstructed bloom so much because it is stretching those cells out and making them a little bit wonky. But anyways, yeah, I love this type of bloom. I appreciate Karen from Waterfall Acrylics, her pioneering this technique and sharing it, because it is one of my favorite things to do. So definitely, if you're wondering how to deconstruct a bloom, head over to Karen's channel. She is amazing. I watched her video the other day, and I used to think that deconstructing a bloom meant basically that you're stretching out those cells more than when you get so you're getting longer, more stretched out cells, versus when you spin a bloom, you get more round structured cells. So I kind of thought that that's what the difference in a deconstructed bloom is. And what Karen mentioned the other day on her channel, which I thought was interesting, and I don't know if I've been doing this correctly or not, but what she said is that when you're deconstructing a bloom, you are making it unrecognizable as a bloom. So I thought that was an interesting way to put it. I hope I've been doing them correctly. I wouldn't look at mine and say, oh, these are definitely, blooms. So, but maybe if you guys let me know what you think of these blooms. But yeah, so that's technically what a deconstructed bloom is, in case you're wondering. So at this point, I'm just kind of pulling my paint back towards center very slowly. And you will see, I still have a lot of paint left on my canvas. So I have to I'm trying to figure out where I want to stretch this and what I'm willing to lose versus what I want to keep. So I feel like there was some really pretty stuff that I had to stretch off, but it was because I just had far too much paint left on the canvas, and I didn't want it to dry bad, especially since it was a bigger canvas. Those are a little more expensive than some of these smaller canvases. So I wanted it to dry well, which it did. It dried really well. I still think I may have left a little bit too much paint on the canvas, because I noticed that some of my cells in the centers kind of got a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little bit wiggly. I don't know if that's, and I haven't really noticed that before. So, and I do know that I did leave more on the canvas than I normally do, because I was concerned about it, because I was concerned about the composition. I didn't want to lose any more of what I was stretching off and any more of my composition. So I will show you those wet and dry results at the end. Right now, basically what I'm doing is just trying to figure out how much paint is left on the canvas, trying to maneuver it around, make sure that my blooms are in the places that I want them to be in for the final look. So yeah, I'm just kind of stretching this bottom bloom up a little bit higher so it's not kind of hanging off the bottom of the, or too close to the bottom of the canvas, if that makes sense. So all right, here we go. This is the wet results, you guys. Oh, so pretty. It would just, those cells were so pretty. The colors were gorgeous. I love these different like transparent effects that you get from the pouring medium. The cells, you know, ended up being really nice, and really I just think that this one turned out really pretty, and that the Prehnite and the Waterfall really pretty, but even the Pinot Gris, as it dries, you can see in the final results where it's, you know, you can see that interference. So here we go. This is the dried results. Dried really, really pretty. You see right there in the center, the cells kind of melted a little bit. So it could be that my I left too much paint on there. Could be my cell activator. Not really sure what the issue was there, but I'm not unhappy about it. Fine. See, there's the Pinot Gris. You can kind of see on that left side where it's kind of peeking through right there. You can see it again, and towards the top, you see the Waterfall and the Prehnite there. Just really turned out so nice, dried so well, and yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this one. Oh, I love that part right there. You can see that it, like, it's dark, but then you see that interference of the green. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all being here. If you like what you're seeing, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified each time I put out a new video. This painting is for sale. I will put it on my website, and it's pretty much it, guys. So thank you again for being here. Here's some photos of it on the art room wall, and all right, have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.